Welcome back to Adobe Illustrator CC. This is a continuation of the web mobile project. So this is part 3 in the series so far. So in this tutorial I just wanted to share how I create some variation in this tree here. As you can see, there's little bits of sort of yellow green highlights at the top, and along the tree trunk here there's some variation. So how did I do that? Well, what happened was I basically selected the color, which originally of the tree was just pure black, and I clicked in here and chose a brown. And then what I did is I double clicked on the swatch here and basically dragged downwards to get a darker brown. That's pretty much how I got the darker tree. Then to get the lighter shade, which is this color here, when I double clicked in here again, I just went up a little bit in the color picker to pick a slightly lighter shade, and then basically just put that on a separate layer. So I add a new layer by clicking on the new layer icon and then just paint it away in here. And it's pretty easy to not hit the areas and basically modify it however I want. If you did go off, you could erase back because it's on its own layer. You can lock down the previous layer, and then essentially you were only dealing with the highlights and not with the tree itself. So same thing with the shrubbery up here. I locked down after I selected the green, and then I would double click in here and basically choose a lighter shade of the green. I actually went to a more lime sort of yellowish green and dragged up in the color picker here and lock down that layer, add a new layer on top, and create this highlight here. Now what's nice about this is once you have the highlight color, you can hit the Shift B and come back and paint with that same color. So if I needed to add more, I could do that here. Then I just went in and used the eraser tool to kind of refine it a little bit. And since it's on its own little layer, I can do that without any reason for going to isolation mode with this tool. So that's really nice. And so you can go back in, erase however you want. And if you want to add more of the color, you can do that also just by painting in there. So yeah, and if I wanted to have even more variation on this tree, I could keep adding more detail. The thing you want to realize is, though, I mean, with this being a mobile map, as I zoom out here, it'd probably be around this size or smaller, in the final image. And from that distance, you're not going to see a lot of the detail. So you can be kind of loose with it in terms of more impressionistic in a way. You could create maybe another tree or two just to have some variation if you want. Otherwise, this is looking really good. In the next tutorial, what we're going to explore is the actual mapping out of the structures for the map. So depending on what kind of structure you choose to create. And until next time, see you soon in Adobe Illustrator CC. Cheers!